Hello, myself Sunil Ramakrishna. This is part 2 actually of Indira Gandhi murder case. So here basically which are those groups basically who basically say that we want to give insaf to Indira Gandhi. So for that basically the doctors groups are there. The doctor means AIMS groups doctor that are basically connected with the entire Hindustan doctors. They basically handles the entire Hindustan doctors. So they joined the group also. Software companies basically joined the group that we will give insaf to Indira Gandhi murder. Who the person basically who has was responsible for murder, we are going to kill that particular boy. So for that basically they started the plan from Surat. Like this, the scene basically has created in front of the world. So they were basically doing the SMS that see basically this person has gone here and we have basically given poison in the tea. We have given the poison in the bhajia. We have given the poison in the food basically which he is eating. We have given the poison basically in the each and everything basically which he is eating. So like this basically they created the scene. Like see basically the person basically who is responsible for Indira Gandhi murder, he's basically getting the poison. And they are basically doing the SMS also. They are recording each and every videos and they are basically sending to the Congress party. See the person basically who is responsible, we are basically killing him slowly. Like this basically the scene has created in front of the world. Not in front of the world, basically in front of the universe. That basically Congress party don't know that the scene is basically created in front of the universe. That Congress party don't know. That boy basically knows that the scene has created in front of the universe. Means scene is getting created in front of the universe. That Congress party don't know this. So like this, wherever basically he was going, they were basically tracking, and whenever basically they were getting the mocha. Means for example, he is going to drink tea in Surat city, or he was basically going to eat bun maska in Surat city. That time basically they were giving the poison to that particular poor boy. Like this basically they slowly started hitting his head, brain, each and every body parts basically was damaged, getting damaged. Slowly basically they are doing. Why? Because they want to track each and every people who are basically supporting that particular boy. So for that basically they were slowly giving the poison. And they are basically doing the SMS to whole world also. See basically who are basically going to finish the Congress party that is basically established in 1800 somewhere. But the plan actually was started in 1700 somewhere. And the Congress party 100% is going to exist also. And Congress party group basically is 100% going to exist. That are basically group is BJP, Aam Aadmi Party, Samajwadi Party. These all are basically one group. Samajwadi Party means the symbol is cycle, and the Akhilesh Yadav is color skin color is white, not black. So like this, basically they started the plan. They started. That particular boy has not started. So like this, they basically started the plan. Like this, basically the scene has created in front of the world. See basically what the boy basically is suffering. See what we are doing with that particular boy. If he is going to the hospital, there also basically he is getting the poison, and we are doing the SMS also. See basically, and the for that basically SMS group basically has created whatever things basically that person was going to do. That was basically getting captured by the satellite. Satellite by default, everybody knows that it's in universe. So like this, they connected with the universe. So that basically Congress party don't know that that particular boy has already tracked that he was basically connected with the universe satellite. Like this, basically, when the things become very basically tough, so the outside Indian people basically told that we can't handle this satellite because they tracked that this boy basically is going to do some bomb blast Sorry, bomb blast means some idea blast in future. Idea basically blast, everybody knows what actually the ideas are. Thinking basically, you can say. So they basically tracked and they told that sorry, we can't handle this situation. You create your own satellites. So they basically, Congress party told that we have to kill that particular boy. So they basically created the satellites, own satellite basically, like this Indian group basically, that is Rakesh Sharma group basically launched. Before that basically Aryabhat group is also there. So that is basically in 17. The Congress party also started their plan in 70s only. Aryabhat is also basically from 70s. Aryabhat group basically, you can say. So like this Congress party are 100% connected with the set of universe group. So here we will assume that it's connected with the Aryabhat group, Hindu group basically. Hindu means Aryabhat is basically have his family in Muslim group, Hindus group, Jain groups, everybody basically. So like this, we are not going to detail of this Aryabhat group. So like this Congress party basically started the plan of killing that particular boy, and they started the plan from Surat city. One software company basically called one person, and they told that there is one interview, and please attend the interview. There basically they have given one water to that particular boy, and that water basically was containing poison, and the poison was what hitting his brain. So here, from here basically that person's basically head damage basically was started. But before also the head damage was done, before also the head damage was done, that also we are going to discuss in later on part. This is basically part 2 Indira Gandhi murder case. So like this software company basically connected with him, and they basically fired sorry, they basically, it's not basically fire only. If you are giving any poison in water, that basically by default it's fire. So they fired the particular boy. The firing has started. So from water basically they started firing that particular poor boy. So from water basically they were fired. Like this basically that particular boy basically, that boy basically know that in water basically the poison was given. He basically has not told anything this to anyone. But the Sky Group basically was tracking that. Indian satellite group basically they thought that only basically they are tracking that particular boy, but in real basically the whole world satellite was tracking that particular boy. That basically they forget. They thought that Indian, nobody is tracking Indian Hindustan task basically. The task basically which Parliament group was doing, that they thought that nobody is tracking it. So the Congress party was basically killing that particular boy that was basically tracked by whole world satellite. And like this, basically that Indian satellite basically group was thought that we are only basically tracking each and everything. And like this, basically they are starting killing that particular boy from that water that was basically given in Surat city as a poison. Like this, slowly basically he started his career. He went to one software company in in basically, as if we will not take the city name. Like this basically he started giving poison, and basically he was completely given poison, and then basically they thought that basically he's not dying. Why he's not dying? We are giving him poison. They basically given the poison in tea. They given the poison in milk. Milk also basically was given poison. The people basically who was giving the milk, they also basically thought that we will also kill him. We will also join Congress party. So like this, basically the BJP party started by giving the poison in milk. So each and every party basically started. How? By giving the poison to that particular person. Like this BJP party started, BJP party started. Like this each and every party started. After that, basically, uh, they basically thought that that particular person is basically not dying, and what should we do now? Then basically one of the doctor basically given one idea. That basically that was that Ames doctor basically. He basically given one idea. Can we kill him through biological weapon? They basically were political people are basically non-technical, right? They basically don't know anything. That actually the doctor was basically doing some big level plan. That basically Congress party don't know. Like this, basically they told that we will give him one HIV/AIDS girl. Means we will do one marriage to that particular boy, and that girl will be having some HIV/AIDS. Like this, basically they married one girl. They basically given one girl to that particular boy, and she basically was having the HIV/AIDS. So like this, the plan started. Like this, basically that boy basically got basically HIV/AIDS. As basically the Congress party was thinking. Like this, that boy basically was not got HIV/AIDS because they divorced. Somebody has given the information that that boy basically has tracked that you basically have HIV/AIDS, so he might kill you. So leave as soon as possible. So they basically that girl basically got divorced. He might kill you. Leave as soon as possible. So they basically got divorced. So like this, the HIV/AIDS girl was basically was also left. Like this, basically the killing process started. There also basically they thought that they will kill that particular boy. This was basically getting tracked by not only satellite of the world, sorry, of the India, and it was getting tracked by the whole world. And in whole world, basically more than 22 crore Indian nationality exist. That basically they don't know. Now basically the things basically was started and like this basically the boy basically thought that particular Congress party thought that we have killed that particular boy by HIV/AIDS weapon, that is basically called as given name as a biological weapon. HIV/AIDS biological weapon. So this is basically part two. In part three we are going to discuss a little bit more about the Indira Gandhi murder.